decide it's an irresistible deal.
Details on that and the rain that's soon to follow. Coming up in a few. 11 News starts right now.
Now, 11 News at 6.
The controversy continues as Anchor University students protest the president's proposal to do away with the senior tuition waivers.
And the question everyone wants answered tonight, how much will this year's permanent fund dividend be? You'll find out. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to 11 News at 6. I'm Dave Stroh.
And I'm Laura Oates. Thanks for joining us tonight. A top concern to Alaska seniors takes center stage today. The proposal to end the tuition waiver for University of Alaska students over the age of 60. CBS 11's Jim McClure has the latest as the system's Board of Regents meets in Anchorage this week to decide that very issue. Jim?
Laura, the issue is one that's bound to be controversial. It pits the rights of Alaskans who may have helped build this state against a sense of fairness and budgetary good sense. On campus at the University of Alaska Anchorage and its sister colleges, the issue is one of seniors who enrich the student body with experience and budget numbers that indicate free senior tuition could give administrators gray hair.
When we first began this program, tuition was $20 a credit hour. Okay, that has gone up almost 600%.
And as University System President Mark Hamilton reports his proposal to have seniors over age 60 pay a share of their tuition to attend class, other numbers are adding up. The number of petitions to keep the tuition waiver in place, that is.
5,413 signatures and counting.
And along with the petitioning, and the testifying, and the protesting, the signs of the times are that a coalition of student leaders from across the state are for keeping the waiver.
When in a history class and you're going through traditional textbook-oriented stuff, they can give you a line in perspective because they've lived some of it.
Senior art student Jimmy Tompkins says the experience in the classroom becomes a two-way street for his fellow student painters.
I think we tend to inspire one another. I think anytime you're with fellow artists or people of like mind, you tend to inspire one another.
As for Hamilton, he says his inspiration for ending the tuition waiver came from students who complained 3 years ago that it wasn't fair to all on campus.
You know, I looked hard at that and said, you know, by golly, they're right. My typical student's a 27-year-old woman who's working 40 hours a week, and she doesn't get a waiver.
The final decision of the University Board of Regents in a matter of experience and money comes tomorrow. And the Board of Regents have another controversial issue to decide, whether or not to raise state tuition 10% for a fourth straight year. Dave and Laura, the system president says Alaska is falling behind the rest of the nation in the amount of an education funded by tuition. Again, both of these issues will be decided tomorrow, and of course, 11 News will have the latest for you. Reporting live from the newsroom, Jim McClure, 11 News.
Thank you, Jim. And if you happen to be looking for work, you might be happy to know that you can now check online for available jobs. Employment opportunities within the statewide system are now being posted at www.uakjobs.com. And what UAA officials say is a first
on October 26th. Reporting live from the newsroom, I'm Reagan Scott, 11 News.
Thank you, Reagan. A University of Alaska proposal to end a tuition waiver for Alaska seniors met stiff opposition at a Board of Regents meeting today. 11 News reporter Jim McClure has the story. Jim?
The ball was in the court of the University Board of Regents this afternoon, and Dave, this ball of whether or not to keep the tuition waiver was a senior citizen hot potato. The final decision, keep the current waiver for those 60 and over and push it back to full Social Security retirement age for those under 60.
I feel like they're picking on us as opposed to all the other people who are getting tuition-free waivers. And I'm speaking of the athletes.
Do we pick a group of people and say these people ought to go to the university free? That's what I frankly did not like about it.
As with most compromises, it could well be that neither side of this issue likes much about it. But factors like increasing longevity of senior citizens and increasing tuition costs will make this an issue in the future as well. And Dave, we'll hear the opinions of young and middle-aged students, those expected most, coming up on CBS 11 News at 6 with you and Laura Oates. From the studio, Jim McClure, 11 News.
Thank you, Jim. Turning to the situation in Iraq, Iraqi forces and insurgents battled in western Baghdad today.
out there, but again, you just have to shop around. Live in the studio, I'm Reagan Scott, 11 News.
And of course, we want to welcome Reagan to the 11 News team, one of our newest reporters to join us. Welcome to Alaska as well. You're a new member to our news team and to Alaska. Tell us a little about where you just came from.
Well, I've been a reporter in Cincinnati, Ohio for a number of years, and honestly, Alaska's just been on my radar for a while, and I've heard tremendous things about the CBS 11 family, so the timing was just great, and I'm so excited to be here.
And we're glad to have you here. Thank you, Reagan.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Well, the decision on senior citizen tuition waivers is just in from the University System Board of Regents. Alaska Public Universities will keep the tuition waiver for those currently age 60 or over, but also effective immediately. All Alaskans under 60 will not be eligible until they reach full retirement age. 11's Jim McClure sampled opinions from every age group in the student body today. And Jim, what is the consensus?
Dave, it's hard to find anyone who will stand up in favor of dropping the waiver. And as you might guess, people are also reluctant to support grandfathering the waiver away from younger students who may already be grandparents. Noontime at the University of Alaska Anchorage, and the students rushing to and from class cross a Campbell Creek bridge of troubled waters on the topic of senior citizen tuition waivers. Troubled waters indeed. The issue has been brewing for 3 years since students first came to President Hamilton with the idea that maybe it wasn't all that fair for tuition waivers to be given just to seniors.
Do we pick a group of people and say, these people ought to go to the university free? That's what I frankly did not like about it.
The issue came to focus for University System President Mark Hamilton, and so he suggested dropping the waiver altogether to this week's meeting of the Board of Regents.
Regent Brady?
Yes.
Regent Gondak?
Yes.
The Regents decided to vote yes to keeping the waiver for those currently 60 or older. Every other student walking the campus needs to wait till full Social Security retirement age of 65 or older, depending on birth date.
The ones who are using the waivers now are the ones who didn't go to college because they couldn't afford to then.
And yet seniors in their 60s or 70s may sound more like they were born in the 1970s.
HTML, of course, is the markup language that you need to put something onto the internet.
This web designer, music teacher, and yes, senior citizen student is not in the autumn of her years.
I feel like they're picking on us as opposed to all the other people who are getting tuition-free waivers. And I'm speaking of the athletes.
Opinions from one of the oldest students to one of the youngest.
They should be able to do it. Because when you think about it, they're not actually going for a degree. They're just going to keep going to classes to keep their education, because my grandma goes.
So for now, Grandma and Grandpa keep their free tuition. Meantime, University President Hamilton, a former Fort Richardson Army general, will have to revisit this battle in the years to come as tuition rates and longevity rates rise. So Dave, it could be 65 years old or 66 years old or even later before younger Alaskans are eligible for the senior tuition waiver. One thing that's equal for all ages today, the Regents voted to approve an across-the-board tuition hike of 10% for the fourth straight year. Reporting live from the newsroom, Jim McClure, 11 News.
And we want to welcome Jim McClure, one of the new faces that you'll see in the 11 News family. Jim, let me ask you, how was the trip up the Alcan?
When I studied the history of it, I thought they completed it in 1942, Dave, but there was 10 miles of mud on either side. But I can say it's the only way to get from Sweet Home to Chicago to Sweet Home Anchorage. I love it here. Glad to be here with you at 11 News.
Well, continued success, and as we always say, welcome aboard, Jim. Well, the concern over a tropical storm in the Gulf is escalating as Hurricane Rita gathers steam in the Gulf, growing to a powerful Category 5 hurricane. Our own chief meteorologist, Chris Kuiper, is keeping an eye on the storm. He joins us with the very latest at the Weather Center. Chris?
Yeah, Dave, Rita has really taken a turn for the worse this afternoon, growing into a monstrous storm system out there in the Gulf of Mexico. And it looks to be targeting the Texas coastline over the next couple of days or so. Let me show you where Rita is right now. You can see it swirling off to the south of Mississippi and Louisiana. We'll zoom in on Rita and you can get the particulars.
All right, let her rip.
I'm going to hit the levels all over the place. Is being a senior at the university like in the Commons, like riding a bicycle without a seat? We'll find out tonight on Fox 4 News.
Where is it headed?
Another plane crash here at home was remembered today. It has been 10 years since an Air Force surveillance plane crashed on takeoff from Elmendorf Air Force Base. An international crew of 24 airmen were killed, and as Jim McClure tells us tonight from the newsroom, safety has improved in the wake of the tragedy. Jim?
Dave, as you'll recall, the lesson of UCLA 27 is that the Air Force must remain as vigilant for low-flying birds as it is for enemy warbirds and multi-mission readiness. This morning at Elmendorf Air Force Base marked the time to the minute when the E-3 Sentry early warning plane, call sign UCLA 27, crashed, killing all aboard the AWACS jet after striking a flock of geese on takeoff. After the service, the E-3 squadron commander told us that the Air Force learns from every loss, and the new safety measures after UCLA 27 will prevent such accidents in the future.
Not just the Air Force, but aviation worldwide learned from this accident. We now have bird radars here at Elmendorf, and any of the bases that are along migratory bird routes have increased their bird watch, their bird avoidance procedures.
Now, those procedures and radars are backed up by special sound cannons that help scare off the birds, and removal of vegetation that might attract birds to takeoff patterns has also been done. And Dave, tonight at 6 on 11 News, we'll learn how the American and Canadian Air Force survivor families have grown closer as a result of the tragic loss. Reporting from the newsroom, Jim McClure, 11 News.
Alaska's top military man says the largest deployment since the Vietnam War has taken place under his command, and Alaska is playing a huge part in it. Lieutenant General Carol Howie Chandler heads the Alaska Command from its Joint Service Headquarters at Elmendorf Air Force Base. The three-star Air Force general commands a combined force of 21,000 Army, Air Force, Naval, Marine, National Guard, Coast Guard, and civilian personnel charged with defending Alaska today. He summarized how activities at Elmendorf, the Army's Fort Richardson, and deployments overseas impact the local community.
1 in 5 Alaskans has some direct connection to the military. That translates to a huge amount of support for what we do here in the state of Alaska, whether you're an active duty member, a guardsman, or a reservist, or a DoD civilian employee.
Chandler leaves his current post for a job at the Pentagon next month as the Air Force Deputy Chief of Staff for Operations, making him the principal operating officer of the Air Service. Barrow's Climate Research Center is getting $8 million in federal funds under legislation that passed.
Live in the newsroom, I'm Reagan Scott, 11 News.
It was 10 years ago to the day when an Elmendorf base Air Force surveillance jet crashed on takeoff, killing 24 American and Canadian crew members. Our Jim McClure was on hand for the memorial service that brought families of the victims together. Jim?
Laura, it was a moving ceremony for UCLA 27, the call sign of the AWACS flight that has brought 24 families, the E-3 Sentry jet community, and new international safety procedures for taking off near low-flying birds together. The E-3 Sentry Airborne Early Warning and Control Surveillance Aircraft, or AWACS, is the eyes of the Air Force fighter, bomber, and support squadrons. But 10 years ago on this day, September 22nd, at precisely 7:47 a.m., an Elmendorf Air Force Base E-3 struck a flock of Canadian geese shortly after takeoff, damaging the engine and crashing the aircraft with 24 souls aboard.
Lord, these 24 trees that stand here today remind us that there are 24 airmen who are not among us today.
2 Canadians were among the 24 who perished. As flags are lowered to half-staff to remember the North Americans who worked side by side aboard the surveillance craft, Canada's national anthem seems almost mournful. Lieutenant Colonel Mark Truswell leads the Canadian component in Alaska.
When it did happen, everybody pulled together. It wasn't Canada and the U.S., it was like one big family, and you felt part, like you were there and you've known each other for years, all your life.
A family forged in tragedy and much changed in 10 years. New wives, now widows. Parents, perhaps now grandparents. Teenagers who were once toddlers, all longing to embrace a lost hero. And yet what lives in memory then lives fully today as life goes on for the AWACS family and professional community.
When you fly on board the AWACS, I mean, the airman beside you or